Hey guys, it's Aijalonwallace here with Nomad Recruiters Academy. I have one of my students, Eli, that's gonna, today give a testimony about his journey in the program and his story. How's it going, Eli, man? What's going on?
Man, AJ, it's going great, man, and
Yeah,
it's an honor to be here with you, bro. And
yeah,
yeah, things are going great. Things are going great, man.
that's good to
Going
hear,
great.
man. Well, look, man, I just want to start off, man, just out of curiosity, how did you come across me? And what made you want to join the program?
So I came across you because I was studying. Uh, I was studying, man. About staffing and recruiting in
Okay.
general, man.
Yep.
And I felt like it was dope because it's like, I mean, you can work from home. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can set your own schedule.
We
And
all
I
need
was
it.
nervous about it because I know you make a lot of money with it, so it was kind of a bit nerving at first. But
Yeah.
I started studying videos, and I first came across some of your competitors,
Okay.
and after that, I was just like, okay, that's cool. But if
Mhm.
if I'm being honest, man, one of the reasons that I chose your program was because you had one of the more affordable programs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. No, that's true
To
as
get
well.
into,
I
and
mean,
and I can just
$10,000 can be a lot of money, especially if it don't work. It
Hey,
can be a
hey,
lot of money. It can be.
hey, look, AJ, look, it's not a lot of money after they finish your program, no.
It's not.
Like,
It's not. It's
no,
not.
you
It's
know I'm
not,
just
man.
playing. But I,
Yeah,
but,
but
but,
it, but it's
but
it's true, man. 10,000.
yeah,
These people are, and so it's crazy. Some people are spending, for something that's already free online.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like, well, I don't want my students not taking action. So some people don't understand they're spending 10,000, 5,000 on these programs, and then they got to spend an
right,
extra 3, 4 grand on software
yeah.
tools, So it's just, yeah, it's a lot of things that come with it.
I was
It ta-
grateful for that, AJ, because I don't think I would be here today. I think I would eventually got here, but like
yeah,
not at this time if it wasn't for you, and for your
yeah, man.
program, man. So
No, man. Yeah, I think a while back you start emailing me. And I think
I
then
did.
and then you start emailing me, and then you started taking action. I get a lot of students reaching out to me and trying to, and they
Yeah,
trying to ask questions. And I think
yeah,
man, I don't know if you checked out the new website, but I try to put everything on a website so people don't have any, reservations. But it is I tell people I'm not selling a Lamborghini or a mansion. There's no
right,
Lambos and mansions on my channel. It's just hard work and freedom, and I teach people how to be free, not how to be rich. So
right,
with the
right.
lifestyle that I live at the end of the day. So yeah, man. I guess
Oh,
going back to
not to cut
you
you
had a
off, I was gonna say something.
yeah.
You're talking about being rich, bro. You are looking really fit over there, man. Like you're looking good, AJ. You
Oh,
keep that up, brother.
I'm trying to get in shape,
Good,
man. I'm trying to get in
looking
shape, brother.
good.
I'm trying. I'm
Okay,
trying.
go
I'm on a
ahead, man.
diet
I'm
right
sorry.
now. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
So
looking good.
so I guess so. What is your niche, and what made you choose
Yeah.
that niche? As well.
So my niche, man, is medical. My
Okay.
niche is medical, and part of the reason was I was just doing
Yeah.
market research, listening to what different people in the industry was saying, including yourself
Hmm.
and certain individuals, man. And I came to the conclusion that medical was good because of the funds you would make, but
Right.
also I came to the conclusion medical was good because even inside of a recession or depression, people still need medical assistance. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
It's
regardless,
true.
and I know, yep, and I know we're coming on some pretty difficult times, man. And also myself, man, like I've been asked several times if I was a doctor or if I worked in the medical field. And so I have a certain personality that's kind of empathetic. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of dope. And I know you know this, but like depending on
Yeah.
the industry you in, the personality is slightly different.
Yeah. Very true.
So
Yeah.
with the nurses, it's a lot of empathy. So when I send out my
It
emails,
is.
it's like, have a blessed day and good luck with your endeavor. But if
it
I send
it
it out to another like construction,
yeah.
it's like, nah, get out of here, or like, nah, maybe later.
It's true. It's
So
true. And it's important for people to understand. That's why I always tell people pick a niche that you either have experience with or something that you love, because you are going to
yeah,
have you know, when I work with engineers, you know, most of them are pretty arrogant, you know, because these guys are making 300,
Yeah.
500,000 a year. So they're
Yeah.
like, you know, who's the client and how much are you paying? And it's just like,
Wow.
or when people work with, you know, or sometimes doctors as well can be, you know, you got to adapt to your culture and your niche at the end of the day. But I guess, you know, the medical field is an industry that's not going anywhere. And I always try to push
Right.
for people to look into technology within the medical space. I feel like it's a left out space, and a lot of people don't look into it as much, just because the market is it's just so much
Yep.
people doing travel nurses and staffing right now. And it's not to say that you can't be successful at it, but I guess I come from a culture of recruitment where make your life easy, not harder. You know, if it's going to be less competition in this niche, try to, you
Yeah.
know, go around it, try to understand what areas within this niche is not being targeted and make your life easy sometimes. So
AJ,
you find mhm,
not to cut you off, I was going to say you just dropped the jewel, brother, and I thank you for
yeah,
reminding me of that because I am ready to expand, and I'll have like
right,
a different website, you know what I'm saying, for it and all this and the third. And you, that was just a reminder, but I just want to thank you for
yeah,
dropping that jewel.
of course, man. So you know, I guess I'm curious. You purchased the course, and you know,
Yeah,
without giving away so many details, you know, it's 20 lessons. It's over what
yeah,
almost
man,
was 20 modules, over 100 lessons almost.
yeah.
And what's your first thoughts when you get inside the program? You know, because you've been waiting to purchase it, so you get inside. What do you
Yeah.
know? What are
You
you
know
seeing?
what?
What are your thoughts?
And you know what, man? You, well, one, I'm gonna say you had it all laid out. I love how you spoke on mindset. People gonna
Yeah,
watch this and watch certain videos and testimonials like this and say, "Should I really pay attention to the mindset?" This and the third. Let me tell you
yeah,
something, man. AJ, if it wasn't for mindset, I would have never even reached out to you, bro.
right.
We wouldn't even be having this
It's
conversation. If I
true.
wouldn't even
It's
got
true.
to the course if it wasn't for mindset. So, but for
Yeah.
everybody watching it, when you get in and when you see we starting on the mindset, it's just
Mm-hmm.
so key. You know, it's so key. So I
Yeah.
love how you started with mindset, man. And then really you go right into it after that, man. You lay out the systems, what to say, how to say it. And I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this, and this will pretty much answer a lot of the question. You heard of Robert Kiyosaki, right?
Right. Yep. Of course. Rich Dad Poor
Robert
Dad.
Kiyosaki, yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad, yeah. Robert Kiyosaki says that business owners buy systems.
Right.
And I was studying him since high school, but by 4 years ago, God blessed
Mm-hmm.
me with the realization that a course
Mm-hmm.
is a system
Yeah.
if
Hmm.
you're getting somebody's business in it. And
I
so I said
agree.
to myself, I can't buy McDonald's. I don't got a million. I think you need like a million liquid to buy McDonald's. I
Right.
can't buy McDonald's. I can't buy Wendy's. I didn't
Yeah.
have none of that. But I said, if I buy a course and I buy the systems, then I could just
Hmm.
set it up and duplicate. And you laid out all the systems, AJ.
Yeah.
You got the letters,
I
you got what to say, what not to say, you got the places you go to. I ain't gonna drop jewels, but you got the websites to where you can go and work with other stuff. Like you laid it out, bro. It's a
yeah.
business in a bottle that
Yeah.
don't cost $1 million to get into, brother. And you lay it out, bro.
It's
You
laid.
lay it out.
It's laid out. It's a lot, and I'm always update. You get lifetime. You get lifetime to the access to the program now,
Yep.
and most
Yep.
importantly, I'm constantly updating the course at the end of the day. But people always ask me what separates me
Yeah.
from my competitors. Well, the one thing that separates me from all my competitors is that I come
Yeah.
from a recruitment agency background. I've worked for two recruitment
Um,
agencies, and most importantly, all of my competitors only have one sales strategy, and I have seven. So
wow. Right. Right.
I
Right.
try to explain to people, well, if it don't work this route, try this route. And if it don't work that route,
Mm-hmm.
try this route. You're not just relying on one business development strategy, because if you spend 5, 10 grand on a course and it's only one sales strategy, well,
Mm-hmm.
what happens when you know you can't do nothing? You just have to take that L on the money you just spent. So and
And you said that throughout the
what's happening?
program. You said that.
Yeah.
You kept saying that
No,
throughout the
yeah.
program, Adrian. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, but what's happening is that a lot of my competitor students are starting to buy my program, and you
Wow.
know, so I have a lot of my competitor students in my program because they only have one strategy, and it's just like,
Yeah.
well, you know, and I think sometimes people are influenced by the limelight of the mansions, the Lamborghinis,
Mm-hmm.
or just the views on the channel. And it's like, you know, hey man, who's sincere and who's really putting themselves out there, putting their information out there, at the end of the day. I guess I want to. So you got into the program, but then almost
Yep.
2 weeks, 30 days, you found your first client or something like that. I think I was like, whoa,
No,
man.
it was, hey, it was, man, it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like around, it was like right at like a month, man. It was
Okay.
right at
Yep.
a month. And you know what's so funny, is the way the universe works, man. And what I'm gonna
Hmm.
say is, I'm gonna compare it to the saying or the law: when it rains, it pours.
Hmm.
AJ, I got both clients
Hmm.
on the same day.
You got two
On the
clients.
same
Wow.
day. Nothing all before the end. Or
Hmm.
like, it was, hits and misses. But I
Yeah.
got them both on the same day, man. And I say that
Wow.
to say that you've spoken with other brothers. I forget his name. Good brother.
Gabriel.
Why did you know I was going to say that, man? Why did you? Okay,
Everybody
well,
talks
that's it.
about Gabriel.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, everybody, you spoke with Gabriel, and I remember this story, and you about to give up. You was like, "Gabe, look, I'll refund you if you want to refund, but look, you got it, da da da." And like,
Oh, that was Alan. That was Alan's story.
no.
I
It's a mixture of both. Now, AJ, you
Yeah.
read my mind. I
Yeah.
meant Gabriel, but you said that to Alan,
I
but it
said to
was
Alan.
Gabriel though. It was still Gabriel because he was still feeling a
Yeah.
certain way, and
So
then it came
yeah,
through.
yeah,
Both
yeah.
of them, hey, both of them, hey.
Gabriel's man. I try. So a lot of people get into my program and they want Gabriel's success, and I tell people, I tell all of my students, Gabriel is crazy. He's my
Yeah,
top. He's one of my top students. But this
yeah,
guy literally quit his job and he put himself
wow,
in I have no choice. And a lot of
yeah.
students are not willing to do that. So within 30 days, he closed almost, I believe, like 30, 32 or 38,000 in sales. And then, I think this year to date, he's almost at 80 grand, 90 grand in sales. But Gabriel was
Wow.
crazy. Alan was one of my students. So
Yeah.
Alan, and I love Alan. Alan was just here in Thailand. Now Alan's from
Yeah.
Chile. And
Okay.
Alan one day, I got on the phone with him. We had a heart to heart. He was like, "Man,
Yeah.
I bought an Amazon course. I bought an e-commerce stores. I bought drop shipping, Shopify. I bought all these courses. They're not working." So he had finally bought my course. And he was just like, after a week, he wanted to give up. And I cussed him out. It was
Oh no,
tough.
he can't
It
do
was
that. Hey, no, you can't let
Yeah,
him go out like that.
yeah, it was tough love. It was tough love. I'm like, look,
Hey, yeah,
man, you told me that you're tired of being in your same
that's
situation. I'm like, you
that's
told me
right.
that you want to get your mom a house. You told me you want to
That's
take
right.
care of your family. You already given up after 7 days. And then literally
No, sir.
after I cussed him out, gave him that tough love,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
got
tough
two he
love.
got two clients within the next week.
Come
So
on,
it was
bro.
just, but I don't do that with
Come on.
everybody though. Me and Alan just
Yeah,
had some of my students, we just have an instant connection and we really stay
yeah.
in touch with each other. But so Alan's been, since that day, he's been traveling around the whole world. He was in Thailand, he was in
I love it. I
Portugal,
love it.
and
I
yeah,
love
man, it's
it.
amazing. But
Hey,
yeah, it's funny you brought up the story, man. Alan is he's a rare story in the program. So you get
AJ.
these two clients. Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I realized something else I like about you is that you are relatable. And I
Hmm.
meant to say that. You're very relatable. And if anybody watching this, when you get decided who you want to make your investment with, you want
Yeah.
it to be somebody that reminds you of you, that reminds you of a down to earth, if you're down to earth or however you are.
Yeah.
And I related with you. So it was like, well, I can
Yeah.
see myself doing it if I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so I
True.
love that, I love that
Oh
about
no,
you,
I
bro. And
appreciate
that's
that,
something
man.
else.
Well, I
Yeah.
want my students. We have group coaching calls every week, and I want
Yeah.
students to be as transparent as possible. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, so I guess going back, you got your first two clients.
Yeah.
What were the roles and what were the offers? The payout offers, the salaries and the payout.
Ooh, man. Okay, so man, it's okay. So AJ, it's crazy because let me
Yeah,
just say this first. One of the clients, AJ, I was
but
closing
don't
for
say no
them.
client names. No client names on these
Oh wait, so
calls.
you gotta okay, you gotta watch it.
Don't say no client names. I don't
No,
want no
those
one
are my
steal your client.
clients, AJ.
Yeah.
Hey, no, one of the clients, AJ. So it was a assisted living facility.
Okay.
I was working with them, and this is a small note. I'm about to answer your question, but I
Yeah.
was working with them for about a month.
Hmm.
One day I get a call out the blue, and keep in mind they wasn't really updating me. I didn't really know
Yeah.
who I had placed quite or not. I get a call out the blue. It's from California. Now the agency is in Vermont.
Right.
I get a call out the blue, and this lady's asking me questions. So, how much do you charge? I'm telling her. And how much would it be for a nurse, place a nurse? I'm telling her. How much would it be to this? I'm telling her. Da, 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 da. And so finally, she tells me who she is. She says, "Well, you don't know me, but uh, you are actually working for one of my companies, and you spoke with my director. And you've been helping us,
Wow.
and you've done a lot of great work for us. So instead of
Wow.
you working with that facility, I want you to staff my other facility as well." And,
Wow.
and the other facility had like, I
Yeah.
want to say like 10 roles, dude.
Yeah.
Like 10.
Wow.
And
That's amazing.
I'm still working on it, AJ. I'm still working on
Wow.
it.
Almost 10
Um,
jobs. Wow.
yes, yes. And well, about 10
Mhm.
jobs. And then the first one, that's like another 3 or 4 roles to get. But
Okay.
it's just, I just want to say this, to have a skill set to where the owner of multi-million-dollar facilities, there's
Mm.
70 apartments in
Wow.
these units. She owns several of them. To have
Mm.
owners call you, to have directors call you, and executive directors, and I
Wow.
got all kind of stories with this woman, man. And so to have a skill set like that, to have it's just,
Yeah.
it's extraordinary, man. That's just what you offer. Man,
Yeah.
50 racks. I mean, somebody could pay 50 racks, 100,000 for what you offer, man. Like,
Yeah,
so
true.
anyway, I don't know how I got there. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, that's
So you got these first two clients were in the staffing space, and then you had another client within the real estate space reach out to you for help,
no.
or they
So
both were.
okay, so
Yeah,
all my clients are in a staffing space
medical
or in a
space.
recruiting
Okay.
space.
Yeah, recruiting space. Yeah.
Um, the first one was an assisted living facility
Okay.
in Vermont.
All right.
Okay, so I got that. And then a month later, the owner called me and gave her other one in New Hampshire.
And what was that payout
But
for
the
the
other
first one?
Man, bro, so far, I've built them for 15,000. We got
Okay.
15,000 placed, and the
Wow.
pipeline for that is 25,000.
Well, that's
Okay,
the jobs you have in your pipeline at the moment with the company.
yeah, for the first
Okay.
facility,
Wow.
25,000. Yeah,
Wow, man. Okay, man. So it's coming. You
yeah,
got
it's other
it's
stuff.
don't forget about me, man. Don't spin it all.
No, AJ, no, AJ, hell no. Excuse my language. Hecky no. And I made it. Well, I don't want to speak too fast, but I did make a decision that I want to be more active in the group as well, man. Because there's a lot of stuff to learn in your course.
Yeah.
Just because you know how to pull somebody, or get a
Yeah.
client and play somebody, AJ, you are a real recruiter. Like, I don't
Hmm.
consider myself a recruiter. I consider myself an entrepreneur, and I'm a student recruiter.
Yeah.
But what you got, like, you really can get somebody the juice. And I really want to grow the agency eventually. I
Yeah.
can't do that without you, without the specific skills
Yeah.
you got
Scaling.
to help
Yeah.
me do it the right way. So that's my intention. Not just, oh,
Exactly.
I made some money. That's fine. No, bro, go all the way. If a brother or a sister
Yeah.
got more to give to you, get it, do it right. And so I'm really
Yeah.
learning the art. And you got it.
No, that's it's important, man. I meant to touch on as well. I forgot to mention going back to the mindset portion of the course.
Yeah.
A lot of recruiters, a lot of programs, sometimes when they sell you a program, they just sell
Yeah.
you the service. And a lot of people
Yeah.
don't understand recruitment is all about mental because it's going to be ups, it's going to be down. We work in the business of people. We working around
Come
emotions.
on, A.
So
Come
you
on,
don't
A.
know. You may put someone in a job and a competitor may offer them 50 racks more, 100,000 more money. You
Yep.
know, or they may not, or their partner may not want to leave that at that time to a different
Yep.
location. So you have to be in the right mindset because it's going to be ups, it's going to be downs. I think a lot of people when they get into this business, they're watching me, they're watching my competitors, and they're all they hear is $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. There's bad as much as good. And the thing about it, you have to appreciate the small wins. That's why I tell all my students, you know, you mark your success at how many resumes you're getting out, how many people are you talking to
Yep.
throughout the week, how many interviews you had up.
Hot, A.
That's how
We
you
hot.
know that you're closer to making your deals. Don't have this mindset of if I make a placement in 3 months, I'm not successful. Look, if you're doing
Come
the
on.
work, it's gonna come. It took me 90 days to make my first deal, which is almost 22,000. But most of my students do it in 30 days. So I just, appreciate the small wins, understand you're one step
Yes.
closer at the end of the day. That's why the mindset is so important. But going
Hey,
back,
hey, before you go, no, wait, AJ, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, AJ, I gotta say something to everybody listening. AJ, you already know. Yo, what you said was so key.
Yeah.
AJ, there's a word for it. Success
Yeah.
metrics.
Yeah.
Metrics. There's a
Hmm.
guy named, his first name is Abraham. He works in self-development. But long story short,
Yeah.
I got that principle from him where a lot of people, they look at success as this big thing
Yeah.
and it's really elusive, right? And it's really episodic and they don't really finish through or follow through with things.
Yeah.
But I learned today, to have something called success metrics, meaning
Yeah.
if I sent out 3 resumes, good. Did I
Hmm.
get a client to respond to me today?
Yep.
Good. Did I get a client to sign a contract today? Good.
Yeah.
AJ, before anybody signed the contract, I was getting a bunch of little wins. And it's
Exactly
mathematical.
was.
This ain't no hoop. No,
Nope.
bro. It's success metrics. It's mathematical. And every
Hmm.
time an extra person says something to me or somebody said, yeah, we'll schedule a meeting this day, that was a win. And every time I got somebody to say, well, I really enjoyed the conversation, that was a win. But I
Hmm.
broke it down, and dude, the average person to be looking like, well, when my money gonna come? I was just saying, I'm moving forward. That's all I
Hmm.
care about. And I learned something. And going back to the
Wow.
systems, successful people purchase systems.
Right.
Hey, my systems was improving. You gave me the base. And then I began working the systems and I just metrics just got it better, 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 better. And the day,
Right.
AJ, I'm gonna just say
Hmm.
this just to go to systems. You gave me the foundation for this, but when I first started, um, I use Indeed, of course, Indeed to source resumes, but
Hmm.
LinkedIn, when I first started on LinkedIn, I might get
Hmm.
one out of maybe 30 people to respond.
Yeah.
Now, AJ, I've crafted such good messages through trial and error.
Yeah.
I get like 1 out of 8 people to
That's good.
respond to me, man. It's
Hmm.
like a ATM machine, man. And the
Yeah.
the owner's like, "How are you doing?" Matter of fact, I almost said her name. The owner of the several facilities, she just asked me point blank. She said, "How are you getting these people?" And I
Hmm.
thought about you. I thought about keeping my cool. And I told her that I told her I have a net. I told her,
Yeah.
I call around the different facilities and things like that, or different
Hmm.
individuals or groups in the community, maybe libraries, things like that. And I also told her I have a group of recruiters I work with, and I
Yeah.
do have a network, like Indeed, like a
Yeah.
network. Long story short, but seriously though, man, like this is incredible, man. Like the
Wow.
assistants have
She.
gotten better and things have
Yeah.
gotten better. Yeah,
I
that's it,
mean, I
man. Go
think
ahead.
no, 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 it's good, man. I mean, it's important to have a community, but it's also I tell my students as well. Like I have scripts, I have sales scripts, I have business development
Yep.
scripts, but that doesn't mean that it's gonna work for your niche. I encourage my students try it all out. For your
Yep.
first 50 emails or automation, try this strategy. Then the next, emails, try this strategy. See what works for your niche and test out the market. Recruitment is not just use this one strategy and it's going to work for every job. That's not how recruitment
Mhm.
works. You have to see what works for you at the end of the day, and it's all about testing out. So just before we finish up, I guess
Yeah.
you were talking to me before you wanted to join the program. What would you say to those people out there who are hesitant,
Wow.
who are afraid to take, to put the money into the, invest in themselves, especially with everything's going in the economy right now? What would you say to those who are thinking about joining Nomad Recruiters Academy, but they're hesitant? They have these reservations, or they're just holding themselves back because they're afraid.
Man, AJ, I wish I would have had a few more seconds to think about that. Well, what I would say is,
Well,
I
look where
would
you
just,
at now. If you just start now, look
yeah.
how you would probably be way much ahead of the game if you started sooner as
Hey,
well.
AJ, what I would tell people is, I would say that success is not an accident.
Hmm.
I would tell people that every human being started off as
Yeah.
one cell,
Yeah.
single cell organism. And
Hmm.
now we're billions of cells because we've had time and we didn't stop. Success is literally just that simple. You
Wow.
will eventually get the result if you don't stop.
Hmm.
Some countries, not countries, some companies, AJ, have been here for hundreds of years. I think Bank of America, maybe even Chase was another
Yeah.
bank. Hundreds of years. It ain't just because they just that good. No, they just didn't stop. So what I'm saying is, when you
Hmm.
go into this, AJ gave you the formula. It
Hmm.
ain't no question of if it's gonna work. It works.
Hmm.
All you got to worry about is one, don't stop, and two, keep building your success metrics. Keep getting a better result last week or this
Yeah.
week than you did the week before. And that's that, man. Like that's literally
Hmm.
that. And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna drop this jewels and say this. AJ, I don't cold call. Like I gotta come.
Mhm.
You know, I'm gonna get that from you, and of course, man, you're gonna help me how to do that. But I don't cold call. I
Mhm.
just send out emails, man. I literally just
Yeah,
send out
it's
emails,
not for
and
everybody.
it's not for everybody. No, that's the thing, Gabe. It's
Yeah,
not for everybody. And I could have did the other way. I could have got a cold calling, but I just said I'm gonna choose this, and I'm going to get
yeah.
better at this. And I did. I bumped my head for 30 days, man. But I
Wow.
finally didn't stop. You
Mate,
know.
that's amazing, man. Well, look, man, I look like I said, I love your success. I love your story.
Thank you.
I hope
Thank
I'm
you.
really hoping that it inspires a lot of people out there because I think I just want people to take action at the end of the day. But I always tell a lot of people, even people who watch my channel, just get started. Even if it's
Yeah.
not me, get started, because
Yeah.
the longer you wait, the more someone's gonna dominate in your space or in your niche.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna it's someone out here every day. Everybody that's watching my channel that's thinking about starting a recruitment agency, I'm talking to hundreds of students every day that want to get started. So if you
Mhm.
are hesitant on getting started, someone else just bought my course or they bought my competitor's course and they already taken action and they're going to be
Mhm.
weeks, months ahead of you, and they could be dominating in your space because you haven't took the steps to, take action. Also, I think a lot of people are afraid to fail. I bought over 20
Come
courses.
on. Come on, Eddie.
And I fell as well. I purchased an Amazon, I purchased an Amazon course and my Amazon business failed.
Yeah.
It's no hard feelings. I'm proud of myself that I tried and I at least learned something at the end of the day. I learned a lot of knowledge about Amazon, about the
Yep.
laws and the strategies, but everything you do is not going to work. But you still got to put yourself out there. I think we have this fear of investing our money into something and not getting a return. But financial
Oh,
return
Eddie,
is not the only
no.
return you're going to get. You can get a wealth of
No.
knowledge. You can do so much with this, and people got to understand that
No.
as well. One guy messaged me about my
Yeah.
program. He was like, so what is your program guarantee? I was like, I don't guarantee
Oh,
anything.
hey,
I
shit.
like that's
Oh.
a scam.
He
If
looking for
someone's
a
guaranteed,
job, AJ. He want a 9 to
yeah,
5. He want
he
the,
thinks he's thinking like an employee and not like an entrepreneur. And if a coach is guaranteeing you something, I would be hesitant to buying it because no one can guarantee you anything in recruitment, especially
Right.
when we don't control a human being's mindset. We don't control a hires manager thought process.
Yeah.
We don't, this is not a e-commerce or drop shipping store. So any coach out there that's guaranteeing you something
Mhm.
and charging you this ridiculous amount of money, you should be weary because no one can. I can't guarantee that. I can show you strategies that get you there, and I have over hundreds of students and testimonies on my website to prove that. But
Mhm.
all of those students put the work in.
Yeah.
It's not a secret or Illuminati or something like that. They all work for what they accomplish because of the steps and the strategies that I taught them. Recruitment is an outcome, it's a volume game. The more resumes, the
Mhm.
more interviews you have, the more outcomes you're gonna have at the end of the day, mate. So
AJ,
any final words for people out there, man, before
not
we finish up? I would
AJ, AJ, nah, AJ, I just want to say, brother, I'm so blessed, bro,
yeah.
by your program. Because of it, man, I just started another business today, man, because of that. I'm getting in real estate, like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
multiple
Like,
streams.
so
Same here,
I,
man.
I just I just want to say I'm blessed. This is real.
Yeah.
But it's math, y'all. So please don't look at AJ's program saying, will it work? No, it works. It's proven. It's just, will you work? That's the only
Mm,
question. Will you
for
work
sure.
for it?
Yep.
That's it.
That's the end of the day, man. Well, Eli, bro, I appreciate you for coming on the channel, man. We're gonna keep
Yeah,
updated with your story, and
I am.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to hear feedback. Anybody interested in Nomad Recruiters Academy, make sure they check out the links below. And thanks again.